Okay, dear students, let's look into activity 1 of your textbook, which gives you the character map of Tarun. So, what all are the characteristics or what all are the part of the character of Tarun? Okay, let's see. The first one, mediocre. He was a mediocre student. Then, goal oriented, hardworking, determined to win. He was sincere, a great athlete, positive, and talented. So these are the character traits of Tarun. Okay, now let's look into some of his features. So we have sentences from the story, Tarun's response, attitude or feeling, and what it shows. He failed in the terminal examination. Feeling depressed, he ran around the park. So, what does it show? It shows that he is emotional. Next sentence, I see a good future in you, said Ram Narayan. And what was Tarun's response? He blushed. So, what does it show? Pity on himself. The next sentence, that is no big deal. I can do it, can't I? So, what was Tarun's response, attitude, or feeling? He practiced zealously for the race. So, what does it show? His willpower. However hard, I must win the race. So, what does that show? He wants to show his father that he was not a black sheep of the family. And what does it show? Self-respect. Next one, Tarun smiled at Ramnarayan, but he did not say a word. So what was his response, attitude or feeling? Fear had gripped him from head to toe. And what it shows, determined, that's given to you in the textbook. Next one, Tarun saw himself ahead of everybody. So what was Tarun's response, attitude or feeling? He was proud of himself. And what does it show? His confidence. Next one, Tarun got up the third time and ran with all the strength he had. So what is Tarun's response, attitude or feeling? Not ready to give up. What does it show? He is a determined boy. Okay, our next topic is announcement. Read the script of an announcement about Tarun's race. So now please read this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Nehru Stadium for watching the race in connection with the Children's Day celebrations. The race is going to start soon. Young athletes from various schools are participating and it will be flagged off by Sri Ramnarayan, the famous athletic coach. Thank you. Okay, now let's discuss. What is this announcement about? Read this and try to find out what is the announcement about. Yes, the race in connection with the Children's Day celebrations. Who is addressed here? Yes, who is addressed here? In this announcement, who is addressed? Ladies and gentlemen. So who is addressed? Ladies and gentlemen. This is also called the salutation. When is the event held? Yes, read it and find out when is the event going to be held. Children's Day. Okay, where does the event take place? Yes, read this and find out where does the event take place. Okay, did you get it? Yes. At Nehru Stadium. Okay, and what is the intention of the announcement? Read this and try to find out what is the intention. Why is this announcement made? There is an intention. So why is this announcement made? To inform about the race on Children's Day. What are the other details given? Read and find out the other details. Okay, did you get it? Yes. Young athletes from various schools are participating. Is it over? No, right? It will be flagged off by Sri Ramnarayan, the famous athletic coach. Okay, what is special about the language? Read this and find out what is special about the language. Yes, I think you would have got it. It uses a catchy language. So, when making an announcement, it should be addressed to someone. So, remember this, it should be addressed to someone. It should have a salutation. Ladies and gentlemen. It should tell what the announcement is about. So, it should tell what the announcement is about. Welcome to the Nehru Stadium for watching the race. It should tell when the event is held. In connection with the Children's Day celebrations. It should give additional details. Young athletes from various schools are participating and it will be flagged off by Sri Ramnarayan, the famous athletic coach. You should thank the listeners. Thank you at the end. So this is how you prepare an announcement. Now, let's have a look at the verbs. Look at the following sentences. Life is full of ups and downs. A training school is very expensive. Children of your age are competing there. Tears were rolling down his cheeks. In the last class, we have seen what is a subject. Subject is the doer of the action in a sentence. And verb is the action done by the subject. Let's find out the subjects again and identify the verbs. The first one, life is full of ups and downs. So what is the subject here? Life, and which is the verb? Is. Next one, a training school is very expensive. So which is the subject? A training school, and which is the verb? Is. Children of your age are competing there. Yes, which is the subject? Children of your age, and which is the verb? Are. Okay, the next one. Tears were rolling down his cheeks, which is the subject? Tears, and the verb is were. The general rule for primary verbs is a singular subject takes a singular verb and a plural subject takes a plural verb. So the singular primary verbs are is, was, has, and had. The plural primary verbs. Which are the plural primary verbs? Yes, are, were, and have. So what is a singular? Singular refers to one person or thing. Example, pen. And plural refers to more than one person or thing. Example, pens. Most words are made into plural by adding an s or es. Okay, now let's come back to the sentence. Life is full of ups and downs. Here the subject life is singular. So our verb should also be singular. So it takes a singular verb is. A training school is very expensive. So in this, a training school is singular. So it takes a singular verb is. Children of your age are competing there. Children is plural. So it takes a plural verb are. The next one, tears were rolling down his cheek. Tears is plural because s is there. After the subject, tears. So adding an s makes it into plural. So tears is plural. So it takes a plural verb were. The general rule for main verbs. So the general rule for the main verbs is a singular subject takes a plural verb and a plural subject takes a singular verb. Fatima reads a book. So in this sentence, the verb is reads. You find that after the verb there is an s which makes it into plural. And our subject Fatima is singular because there is only one person. Next sentence, Fatima and Pooja read a book. So here our main verb is read and the subject is Fatima and Pooja. And Fatima and Pooja are more than one person, so it is a plural. Okay, now read the live description of the race and underline the singular verbs. Yes, read the live description of the race. Okay, I think you would have finished your reading. So which is the first singular verb? Is. On the track, there is. The first line itself. Okay. And the next one again is. Is there any more? Can you identify any more? Yes, has. So these are the singular verbs in this paragraph. Okay, here is a paragraph about the reaction of the spectators. Fill in the blanks with a suitable form of verbs. Okay, now go through this. Okay, I think you would have finished reading. Okay, let's see. Our first one, Tarun's mother is or are, isn't it? So is or are is a primary verb. So so what is our rule for primary verb? If the subject is singular, verb should be singular. If the subject is plural, verb should be plural. So Tarun's mother is singular. There is only one person, right? So you have to use a singular verb. So which is a singular verb? Is or are? Yes, it is. Tarun's mother is applauding her son. Ramnarayan and his trainees, again you have is or are, primary verb. So we have just told about the rule of the primary verb. So Ramnarayan and his trainees, it's plural. So which is the plural verb here? Are. Watching Tarun running on the track. The parents of the kids who participates. So it's not a primary verb, it's a main verb. Kids is plural. The subject is plural. So our verb should be singular. So it is participate. The parents of the kids who participate in the race are anxiously waiting. The crowd in the stands. Yes, what is it? Is or are. Again a primary verb. The crowd. What do you mean by crowd? Crowd is a group of people, right? But there's a problem here. Even though crowd is a group of people, it is used as singular. So here our verb is. The crowd in the stands is clapping their hands. When Tarun falls, everyone stops. Even though everyone means all the people, it is a singular subject. So whether it is stop or stops, singular takes a plural verb, right? Everyone stops clapping and is about to rush for help. But the next moment, he gets up. Again, there is a main verb, get up and gets up. So what do you mean? What do you get? Get up, gets up. Yes, subject is singular and we have a main verb. It should be plural. So it adds gets up. So he gets up and is running on the track again. Okay, now it's the assignment time. Okay, let's see the question. Prepare the character sketch of Tarun based on the activity 1 of the textbook. Okay, so what do you see here? In the activity 1, we made a character map and we found out the feelings and attitude of Tarun from the sentences from the textbook. Based on those 2 activities, you have to prepare the character sketch of Tarun. Okay, dear student, thank you and have a wonderful day.